There's something strange about getting older, racking the years up, one by one. You can look at a photograph taken decades ago and know that that person was you. But you aren't that specific version of you anymore. Looking out through your own eyes, you don't necessarily feel decades older. I still feel like me. Sure, there are biological indicators that we can't always avoid. Maybe I'm a little bit slower, but hopefully a little bit wiser. All the same, I'm still me. I don't feel middle-aged, but apparently in the eyes of society I am. Mathematically, with the average global life expectancy hovering around 70 to 80 years old, 35 years old is literally the halfway mark of our lives. And there's a big if with that. That's if you get to 70 or 80. At some point, without really noticing it, you can cross an invisible line. You're no longer described as young. You're middle-aged. And that can be tough to hear if you're 35 years old. And then when you're over 50, you see ads for retirement homes on TV for the over 50s. And that can be tough to hear if you're over 50 years old. That word, midlife, seems to arrive with a set of instructions. Hurry up and slow down. You need to settle. Be sensible now. Stop trying new things. Don't climb ladders. People your age shouldn't do that thing that you're doing right now, whatever it is. The dangerous part isn't even the number of birthdays that you've had. It's when we start behaving as though the label is defining our lives for us. What is and isn't possible. I know I'm older. I'm not going to get selected for an elite sports team anytime soon. Although I never was. I'm not trying to pretend anything otherwise. I see it in photographs, and people even tell you that you're old. In fact, I was told that the other night by a 23-year-old, which just happens to be how old I am in this photo. But the person looking out through these eyes still wants to learn new things, make things happen. And I don't think I'm the only one who feels that contradiction. Because if you're somewhere in your 30s, 40s, 50s or 60s, the most important thing is not to be how old the midlife label says that you are. It's in the planning for what you would like to do or where you would like to be in those extra years ahead of you. If you're lucky to have them, that is. And the law of averages says that you will. 30 years isn't a footnote in your life while you're still here. It's long enough to build a brand new career, go back to school, change direction, change others' lives, learn a craft, create something, or become someone that you haven't been. Not yet anyway. This doesn't guarantee anything though. Nothing does. Extra time in our lives is not promised to any of us. But that's kind of my point. The pure definition of midlife should really be the halfway point of your current age, simply because you're not guaranteed those extra years. Maybe midlife is useful as a description of age for economists and demographers, but I don't think it deserves to become a set of instructions for how we should be living our lives. Getting older is real. The idea that we should stop changing though, stop beginning or quietly becoming less curious in life, that's the part that I really question. Personally, I'm not trying to be 25 again. I just don't want a number to make my decision for me. So perhaps the question isn't, am I middle-aged and where do I now fit? Maybe it's, what am I going to do with the years that are hopefully ahead of me? For me, that does really mean continuing to try new things. Go places I've never been, change my mind if I like, begin again, and just see what happens. Maybe the lie about midlife isn't that we're getting older. Maybe it's believing that getting older gets to decide who we become next. They can call it midlife. I don't care. We don't have to like it. Continue to be curious at whatever age you are and show the midlife term to the exit door.